Hey everybody, Basilray from vapetv.com, and I've got kind of a different video. This is a way that I've chosen to protect my Darwin. Very easy, relatively inexpensive way to kind of add a little extra protection. If you've got a Darwin, you know they can tend to be a little bit fragile. Now, before the torches come out, because I know they probably will from some of you who say that's a sign of a shitty device, bear with me here. This is kind of a nice way to add a little bit of extra buffer protection to your device. So we'll take a closer look at this and kind of how it works. But there is, let me sneak it onto the desk here. This stuff, it's called Sugru. I first saw it on lifehacker.com. It is an air-curing, moldable silicone rubber that you can use to add some extra protection, potentially hack some things, fix some things. It's got about 1,000,001 uses. It's got a texture initially very similar to like an air-filled silly putty. So we'll take a look at how that works, and I'll show you kind of the quick dry run that I did on mine and how that came out. So here is my fancy Iron Man edition Darwin. It's one of a very few maroon ones that have been made at this point, and I have coated it with the Sugru around the ends. So the idea here is that I've added some kind of rubber bounce protection here in the event that I drop it. It's going to give it just a little bit of padding and cushion. Now, I didn't do a very good job at molding this, as you can see here. It's not very even, not very smooth. I'm not the most artsy, craftsy type around. But if you've got a little more patience than I had, this would certainly be an easy way to kind of add some extra protection to your Darwin. So when you go to set it down, you can hear that it's got a nice little extra bit of give to it. So it's not just going to be, you know, dropping straight on the casing. Should help absorb some of that shock a little bit. So what I did is kind of put a thin layer of this around here. This is less than a full package worth of the stuff, and I did the same thing at the bottom. I got a little thin on the bottom here, so I'm going to be redoing this in the near future. But I want to show you what this stuff kind of looks like, how it works. So when you buy it, it comes in these little packages that look just like this. So this is not even 1/4 of an ounce, as you can see here. This is the green color. So you would cut this open, and maybe I have a scissors here. Maybe I use my teeth. We'll see. Oh yeah, I really gnaw into that package. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. So when this comes out of the package, it's kind of this little blob of airy looking stuff. It looks a lot like silly putty that's just really airy. And of course I'm going to have to really gnaw this thing open. My dentist probably hates me, but that's okay because I don't really go to the dentist. So let me pull a hunk of this stuff out of here. There we go, that's better. So I'll give you just a little shot of this, and I'm just going to end up throwing this away. So what you do is you kind of mold this up a bit, and you get it to a spot where it's kind of nice and pliable. So you're kind of just pushing some of the air out. Now you mold this into whatever shape you want, and you would put it on something. Another great use for this would be to kind of put some little bumpers on the corners of your cell phone. So here's my work BlackBerry. Notice I've got the screen off so you don't see my work number. You jerks, don't call me. But what you would do is you would maybe put a little kind of piece nubbin around the corner like this. So that way you put that on all 4 corners. When this dries, you're going to have kind of an extra little bit of cushion around that. And mine has got stuff because my desk is not dry. Just wiped it off. You let this dry on here in whatever shape you want it. Takes really takes about 24 hours to completely dry. Once you do, it's going to be on there nice and firm. It's not going to come off. I mean, you'd have to really pry it off. I mean, it will come off if you want to take it off ever at any point, but otherwise it's going to be very firmly adhered to it. It's also going to turn your nails cool colors, but it's going to give you kind of a nice little extra rubber protection. So I've used this to protect my Darwin. You could certainly use it on a phone. It's got lots of different applications for that. You could take some and you could even do something like put it around a device. You can smear some on here and kind of really mold it in to give your device a nice ergonomic feel. Give yourself some pistol grips on that P18. There you have it. Stuff is it's about $20 for 12 of these little 1/4 ounce packages. A little bit goes a long way. Obviously for bigger projects you would need to use a couple of these. You can see I didn't even get all of it out of the package here. Comes in white, orange, blue, black, and white. And green, of course, as you can see here. It's not super stretchy, but once it dries, it forms a nice silicone rubber to kind of, shields and absorb some of that blow on your device. Of course, this would be transferable to any kind of, electronic device or something that you would want to protect from drops. There you have it. So there you go. Sugru is available from sugru.com, Sugru. Put a link down below for you. You can check it out. They've got some different options in terms of colors and pricing, so you can get in kind of some different quantities. Generally, you get, where'd it go? You get kind of a package like this with about a dozen or so of the little mini packs, and from there, nice, easy to follow instructions. You get a fancy little book. I don't remember where mine went. You get a fancy little book that gives you a whole bunch of ideas for using this stuff. So I'm sure you can find plenty of application for it. Go, get some, check it out, protect your Darwin. Until next time, take care.